The time has come where you will have to plug into the Matrix. Welcome to the Metaverse.
So here's where I'm at. World leader and fascist dictator that is the company Facebook has determined that they need a brand change, and they're coming out and changing their name from Facebook to Meta. What is Meta, you ask? Well, the alien lizard person that runs their company tells us in his explanation video that Meta means beyond. So metaphysics, beyond physics, it's this concept of beyond. Their logo is now an infinity symbol. The Sweet Baby Ray sipping king of censorship has said that they will no longer be focusing on Facebook and are moving on to focusing on a multiverse. Let's take a look at the founder's letter that was recently released by Meta, dated October 28th, 2021.
We are at the beginning of the next chapter for the internet, and it's the next chapter for our company too. In recent decades, technology has given people the power to connect and express ourselves more naturally. When I started Facebook...
Oh, so this is the lizard man himself talking.
We mostly typed text on websites. When we got phones with cameras, the internet became more visual and mobile. As connections got faster, video became a richer way to share experiences. We've gone from desktop to web to mobile, from text to photos to video. But this isn't the end of the line. The next chapter will be even more immersive, an embodied internet where you're the experience, not just looking at it. We call this the Metaverse, and it will touch every product we build.
There was also a video released by the Lizard Man, and they talked about how we don't want to be pigeonholed to the limits of an app, and that this will allow us to build within it, kind of like how the world that Grand Theft Auto has become. But instead of it being something that you watch, it would be something that you actually experience.
The defining quality of the metaverse will be a feeling of presence, like you are right there with another person or in another place. Feeling truly present with another person is the ultimate dream of social technology. That is why we are focused on building this. In the metaverse, you'll be able to do almost anything you can imagine. Get together with friends and family, work, learn, play, shop, create, as well as completely new experiences that don't even really fit how we think about computers or phones today. We made a film that explores how you might use the metaverse one day.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear. All right, perfect. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a creator I met in L.A.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
This is the really creepy film, because as I was saying, the Lizard Man walks right up to it, and you cannot convince me he is not a stereotypical comic book villain. I mean, this is a villain. It is so clear. I think him and Jeff Bezos are fighting for comic villain of the year. It's incredible. As one's launching penis rockets into the space, the other one wants you to plug into its matrix. Are we not seeing that all of our 90s movies that we grew up on are just like coming to fruition? The scary part is when you look at this, it seems like such a beautiful utopia. Wouldn't you want to like, you love Grand Theft Auto, but okay, I want to get on a rant real quick. My friends, they loved Grand Theft Auto, but I so quickly noticed what it was mining from you was your time. And Fortnite also evolved into this type of game where now the battle pass isn't really, you can't just win in a week of gaming and do great. No. To get to the end of the battle pass, you got to log in every week and give an hour a week, and it slowly mines your time. Grand Theft Auto's even more of a time whore as it goes, and you got to do all these little jobs to get little piddly dollars, and at the end of the day, you keep dying and losing money, and it's this never-ending cycle where you want to just keep building. Look it, I got a bunker. No, you dude, you do not have a bunker. You also do not have a Ferrari. You live in your mom's basement. And the unfortunate part is this is building a Ready Player One dystopia where your life sucks. You do nothing to get out of that shitty hole that your life has gone into, but it's okay because you plug into this thing that makes you feel happy, and your life isn't shitty in this metaverse. And so I'm content with being the little piddly ant under the foot of these iconic comic villain gods.
In this future, you will be able to teleport instantly as a hologram to be at the office without a commute, at a concert with friends, or in your parents' living room to catch up. This will open up more opportunity no matter where you live. You'll be able to spend more time on what matters to you, cut down time in traffic, and reduce your carbon footprint.
AKA, you won't live anymore. You won't be out and about existing and having any effect in the world. You'll just get to and just plug into this dumb world. You know what's so funny is I'm glad it references concerts here, because Fortnite, when they started doing their live performances, man, they were cool. I mean, I got to admit, they were cool. The first one was Marshmello, and all my friends, we get on at the same time. We're all just drinking, having a great time, laughing with each other. And then you get to do this really cool experience on your Xbox that you never really got to experience before. You're no longer just shooting at each other, which is everything. Bang, 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 bang. Now you're like doing cool effects. They did cool visual effects. You're bouncing around, flying, and you love the music. Of course, the music. And it's interactive. So you go, all friends, like, let's go to this corner of the stage, like, meet you by this part of the dance floor. So you're involved, and it feels almost like a real experience. It's happening in real time, and you're having real effects with your real friends, but at the end of the day, it's when you kind of go, oh, I'm still in my shitty apartment alone in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It didn't take me out of the place where crackheads roam the streets at 7 a.m. on my way to class. No. I'm still there. I'm still in debt hundreds of thousands of dollars to the government, and I've still got no job, and I am poor in law school. But I had a great time on the Fortnite with the guys. Where we dropping, boys?
Think about how many physical things you have today that could just be holograms in the future.
What? Don't forget, these powerful people at the World Economic Forum, as I mention all the time, harped on us that in the future, you will own nothing and like it. Clearly, you're going to love it, baby cakes, because I got a hologram Ferrari. You don't have a Ferrari. I digress.
Your TV, your perfect work setup with multiple monitors, your board games, and more. Instead of physical things assembled in factories, they'll be holograms designed by creators around the world.
Are you tired of us exploiting young Chinese children for pennies on the dollar so you can get your iPhone at an affordable cost? Join our metaverse! Plug in, baby cakes!
You'll move across these experiences on different devices. Augmented reality glasses to stay present in the physical world, virtual reality to be fully immersed, and phones and computers to jump in from existing platforms. This isn't just about spending more time on screens, it's about making the time we already spend better.
We're already mining you for hours. I know you think you're cute and you put on your iPhone that I monitor how many hours I spend on the phone, but you're still defeated by TikTok. No matter how much you look at the screen that tells you, hey, you've been on TikTok 3 more hours a week this month, you still plug in. So we got you, whether you like it or not.
Our role and responsibility. The metaverse will not be created by one company. It will be built by creators and developers making new experiences and digital items that are interoperable and unlock a massively large creative economy than the one constrained by today's platforms and their policies.
We had to change our name from Facebook to Meta because we got tired of you all recognizing that every app you use is owned by Facebook. So we will decentralize and let everybody develop, but low-key, we're going to own it all anyway. We are a monopoly. We own it all. If you get WhatsApp and it starts popping, we just come up and buy it. That's the Facebook shtick. But that won't happen in the metaverse. It's this beautiful utopia, just like Grand Theft Auto.
Our role in this journey is to accelerate the development of the fundamental technologies, social platforms, and creative tools to bring the metaverse to life, and to weave these technologies through our social media apps. We believe the metaverse can enable better social experiences than anything that exists today, and we will dedicate our energy to helping achieve its potential. As I wrote in our original founder's letter, we don't build services to make money. We make money to build better services.
Hey, as they've told us, folks, Elon Musk is working diligently to get you Neuralink. He's already plugged them into pigs and it's seeming to work. Soon enough, everybody will have a phone or a digital device, supercomputer, plugged into their heads. And why wouldn't you do that in this new future? If I'm an employer, why would I, if you've got the phone already, you're a superhuman, that's soon going to become a prerequisite. And like our beautiful vaccines, it's going to be one of those, you can't have a job. You can't live in this life. It's so much harder for you to scan into the subway or to use our regular utilities without a Neuralink. So plug on in, baby. And so at the end of the day, we're not just making Boko bucks. We're making Boko bucks to make you more of a machine. I mean, to make the machine more accessible or more efficient or more in you, whatever.
The approach has served us well. We've built our business to support very large and long-term investments to build better services, and that's what we plan to do here.
You know what our investment was? You. We spied on you, stole all of your personal information, and made billions on it. What's funny is gold, oil, pigs, liquor, of all the commodities and products that were traded throughout this human existence, there is nothing more valuable in this world than your private information. They exploited you for it, they did experiments on you with it, and then they stole it all from you and made billions. But don't forget, this approach has served us well.
The last 5 years have been humbling for me and our company in many ways. One of the main lessons I've learned is that building products people love isn't enough. I've gained more appreciation that the internet story isn't straightforward. Every chapter brings new voices and new ideas, but also new challenges, risks, and disruption of established interests. We'll need to work together from the beginning to bring the best possible version of this future to life. Privacy and safety need to be built into the metaverse from day one.
And we'll build it for you. We'll make sure it's secure.
So do open standards and interoperability. This will require not just novel technical work, like supporting crypto and NFT projects in the community, but also new forms of governance.
Huh?
Most of all, we need to help build ecosystems so that more people have a stake in the future and can benefit not just as consumers, but as creators.
So just like any capitalist society, we will dangle the carrot of being at the top, so you will be willing to play a game where you might get crushed, or are highly likely to.
This period has also been humbling because as big of a company as we are, we've also learned what it's like to build on other platforms. Living under their rules has profoundly shaped my views on the tech industry.
Because the only way to buy them and take them over is you first got like a Trojan horse. You got to sneak in, play by the rules, get in here, and then we take you over.
I've come to believe that the lack of choice for consumers and high fees for developers are stifling innovation and holding back the internet economy. We've tried to make a different approach. We want our services to be accessible to as many people as possible.
We need you all under our control.
Which means working to make them cost less, not more.
Let's make it free because we don't profit off of selling you stuff. We profit off of taking your stuff and selling that.
Our mobile apps are free. Our ads model is designed to provide business the lowest prices. Our commerce tools are available at cost or with modest fees. As a result, billions of people love our services and hundreds of millions of businesses rely on our tools. That's the approach we want to bring to helping build the metaverse.
We want to make you all reliant on us. We're going to get ahead of the game. We're going to build the future because inevitably I think we end up there in this Grand Theft Auto free world. And if we get ahead of it and we build the world, then we know we are in control.
We plan to sell our devices at cost or subsidized to make them available to more people. We'll continue supporting side loading and streaming from PCs so people have choice rather than forcing them to use the Quest Store to find apps or reach customers. And we'll aim to offer developer and creator services with low fees in as many cases as possible so we can maximize the overall creative economy. We'll need to make sure we don't lose too much money along the way. Our hope is that within the next decade, the metaverse will reach 1 billion people, host hundreds of billions of dollars of digital commerce, and support the jobs of millions of creators and developers.
You know, there's something about just seeing, and this is kind of my thing with NFTs and crypto and, you know, just like, are you not worried about your whole livelihood and like everything, your value being a digital number on a screen, that they can change the number, freeze the number, delete the number? But we want to make sure that we host hundreds of billions of dollars on this of digital commerce. Not that we're going to have any, like, you know, nefarious use of that, but like, we want to do it for you.
Who we are. As we embark on this next chapter, I've thought a lot about what this means for our company and our identity. We're a company that focuses on connecting people. While most tech companies focus on how people interact with technology, we've always focused on building technology so people can interact with each other. Today, we're seen as a social media company. Facebook is one of the most used technology products in the history of the world. It's an iconic social media brand. Building social media apps will always be important for us, and there's a lot more to build. But increasingly, it's not all we do. In our DNA, we build technology to bring people together. The metaverse is the next frontier in connecting people, just like social networking was when we got started. Right now, our brand is so tightly linked to one product that it can't possibly represent everything we're doing today, let alone in the future.
Even though, like, you didn't change Instagram's name. That's still Facebook. You didn't change WhatsApp's name. That's still Facebook. You didn't... Oculus Rift, still Facebook. And here's the unfortunate thing. I'm just going off the top of the dome here, folks. So, like, I don't have the time to look it up either. There are so many companies Facebook owns, and it's comical for them to be like, well, we're so much more, the DNA of Facebook is so much more than Facebook. It's like, yeah! So you don't need to change it to this manipulative, like, overarching umbrella future company, because Facebook is all these other apps nonetheless.
We just announced that we're making a fundamental change to our company. We're now looking at and reporting on our business as two different segments. One for our family of apps, and one for our work on the future platforms. Our work on the metaverse is not just one of these segments. The metaverse encompasses both the social experiences and future technology. As we broaden our vision, it's time for us to adopt a new brand, to reflect who we are and the future we hope to build. I'm proud to share that our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands aren't changing either. We're still the company that designs the technological blah, blah, blah.
Here's the deal, folks. I don't know if you have ever seen the movie Ready Player One, but that is what this is. They've been prepping us for it, and Facebook literally is one of the most powerful entities on the planet. I made light of it at the beginning of the episode, but the fact of the matter is Facebook has more an effect on international elections than any country themselves. They affect the American election, foreign elections. It's incredible, and they play innocent in it all. And they also, like chameleons, know how to adapt to each nation to make it work. Oh, you want us to hide these types of videos, suppress these types of messages? It happens in China, it happens in Middle Eastern countries, it happens in Israel, it happens here in the United States. It's happening all across the world, and Facebook is happy to whore out for whatever power is in control, as long as they're willing to play ball. Facebook's is like, listen, we'll play ball as long as you don't try to inflict any laws on us or try to control us. We'll do whatever you say. We'll even give you the information you're looking for, which might be illegal or private. But we want to be able to have the free reign. And it's just so terrifying that we're willing to we're about to hand the keys to the kingdom to them. This is the future. At the end of the day, they're getting rid of the middle class. They're making the richer richer and the poorer poorer. And we will inevitably, your kin, if we don't stand up against this and all these conglomerates controlling us, we will inevitably be those families in the Ready Player One where it's stacked shipping containers and we're living out in the wilderness in this crazy, decrepit world. All the while, we've got the VIPs sitting in their throne above, controlling it all. The number's in the masses, folks, and that's why they divide us against each other. That's why they need to control us. That's why they need to plug us in and keep us distracted. We need to be on one team, and that's Team Reality. Team Thisverse. Guys, video games are great, and even movies, entertainment, this is all fun. But you cannot allow that to replace reality. Live in the present. Go meditate, go for a walk, laugh with some friends, do whatever makes you good. We go to work and sell our hours of the day so we can enjoy the present outside of that. There's so many great things out there, and we need to cultivate reality. So this stuff is exciting. Man, when I put on an Oculus Rift and really game out, that stuff is so cool. It's a rare experience. You know, it's not as frequent you get to do stuff like that yet. And it's so fun. But at the end of the day, we cannot let that replace what we have here. Lizard Man's got a hell of a Bitmoji profile pic, but we can't allow that to be better than your physicality. Go for a run, look good, feel good when you earn something. Earn something real that you can share with people. At the end of the day, guys, I'm here to do this fight with you. I'm excited to see what the future holds, but we got to take control of it before they take control of us. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening. And at the end of the day, guys, so here's where I'm at.